What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another video. Today we got something quite different, actually. So stick around, guys. See what we got. We got why America is not the greatest country. How stupid are Americans? And this is a TikTok compilations. So that is just something new we're going to be doing today's video, guys. So stay tuned, and we'll see how it is. Without further ado, let's get right into it and see how stupid Americans are, I guess. Let's get it.
The fuck? Y'all can take your kids to Galactic Toys, drop them off at Kid to Kid, and then go next door and buy yourself an AK-47. The land of the free and the home of the...
Oh my god. Literally.
This wall can't be climbed. This is very, very hard. Plus, it's designed to
Whoa.
absorb heat, so it's extremely hot. The wall is, you won't be able to touch it.
You got that right.
You can
You
fry
got
an
that
egg
right.
on that wall, so it's a very, very hard thing to climb.
Yeah, I see. I see that. Very hard. Probably got hit with the baseball.
1 second. If I had to describe Americans in one clip of this. America.
What's something that's clearly a scam, but Americans have been conditioned to believe is normal?
They think the United States is like the best country in the world. You guys are like miserable. You don't get paid vacations. You get in debt to study. You have to pay to go to the doctor. Guns, just guns. Your prison system sucks. Metal
Okay.
detectors at school.
At school? Really?
Not
that
that you
a
have
thing?
that, but that you need that.
Ah, okay.
Just everything in general. And you call yourself Americans.
I see.
American currently living abroad, what is one time that made you realize that America really messed you up?
So I started my new job in the Netherlands. This was 3 years
Netherlands.
ago, and I was going through the company policy the first week. And I got to the section about leave, and they have a holiday leave, like PTO, and then they had sick leave in 2 different areas. And I was reading about sick leave, and I turned to my coworker, and I was like, I don't understand. Like, it talks about like the requirements for sick leave and like doctor notes like after 3 days, but how many sick days do we get a year? And she's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, how many are there? It doesn't say. She's like, it's just if you're sick, you're out. I'm like, I don't understand. She's like, it's unlimited. It's just if you're sick, you take a sick day. She was confused. I was shocked.
Okay,
This moment I
okay.
realized we're fucked up in America and how we
Come
deal
on,
with
really?
people being sick with work.
The US healthcare system is insane. I just want to start this off by saying that I have really good insurance under my parents' names. And I had to go to the ER in November for a cluster headache that was on day 2 that would not cease after migraine medication, everything that I could take and think of. So I had to go to the ER to make the pain stop.
I see.
Because I literally couldn't do anything without shooting pain. Anyways, for the one visit, $34,000.
What? Seriously?
$28,000 is not covered.
Oh my god.
My mom goes, well, when you go to the ER, did you check that they were in network? And I said, it's the same building where I go to my other doctors. I figured it would be in network. She goes, no, Lindsay, sometimes if the ER doctors are not in network, you have to check for the individual doctors. I'm like, Mom, it's the ER. You think I don't check? I don't check that before I go. I just...
Unbelievable, Lindsay.
What is one time that made you realize that America really messed you up?
There's a lot. This might have to be a series, but here's the first one that comes to mind. It's really 2 things in one. One night in mid-November, I woke up, I was having really bad chest pains, and I was like cold sweating and everything, all the symptoms of a heart attack. And I was sitting there in my bathroom like, should I call 112 for an ambulance? It's gonna be so expensive. There was a moment I literally thought about riding my bicycle to the hospital because it's about a 10-minute bicycle ride away from my apartment. I called the ambulance in the end. It was completely covered by my insurance. After I had the heart attack in the hospital, it was around 5 or 6 in the morning when I woke up. And I remember the first thing I thought was, I need to get my phone. I have to tell my boss I can't come into work today. I mean, the first thing wasn't like calling my mom. It was literally calling my work because I didn't want to get fired. I wasn't gonna get fired in the Netherlands for that.
That's stupid.
I'm kind
though.
of curious.
That's
What is the
stupid.
dumbest thing an American has ever said to you?
When I was in high school, I was asked, what language do you speak in England?
What?
I'm kind of curious. What is the dumbest thing an American has ever said to you?
Well, I remember visiting Warner Brothers, and our tour guide, in the beginning of the tour, he asked us where we all were from, and I told him that I was from Turkey. And every single time he would show something or tell us something, he would always say, well, you probably don't have that in Turkey. And I had to correct him every single time. It would be highways, but you probably don't have that in Turkey. Dumpsters, you probably don't have that in Turkey.
Wow.
Stray cats,
They
you
so
probably don't have that in
underestimated
Turkey.
Turkey.
Netflix, you probably don't have that in Turkey. Ellen show, you probably don't have that in Turkey, and stuff like that. Like, where do you think I'm from? What do you think is here? A desert? Do you think we're riding camels? Like, I don't know.
I'm kind of curious. What is the dumbest thing an American has ever said to you?
So before having an American driver's license, I only had my Danish one, and I had to use that at a store, at a Walmart. And the cashier looks at my Danish driver's license and she goes, "Oh, where are you from?" And I tell her, "Oh, I'm from Denmark." And she says, "Oh, where's that?" And I say,
Really?
"It's in
Seriously?
Scandinavia."
Wow.
And she goes, "Oh, where's that?" And I tell her,
"What?
That's in Europe." And she goes, "Oh, so in Canada."
Crazy,
I did
bro.
not
Crazy.
know how to respond to that.
I'm kind of curious. What is the dumbest thing an American has ever said to you?
So when I was in Savannah, Georgia in 2015, I met a guy in a bar from Cleveland, Ohio. And after a short conversation, he asked me where I was from. So I said, "Oh, I'm Welsh, but I live in London, England, UK." And he was like, "Oh, wow. Your English is really good for someone that isn't American." No, sorry. I live in England. My first language, English.
English, of course, English.
He was like, yeah, I know where England is, but your English is fantastic. How did you learn it so well?
Wow,
Like,
that
well,
is just
in
stupid,
England,
honestly.
They speak English. That's kind of where the word English comes from.
I said, I don't think that he's good for you. How do you know what's good for me? That's my opinion! Don't you get it? Why can't anybody have an opinion but you?
Imagine living in America. Okay, I'm imagining, bro. I'm imagining. The government. Oh, the food. The culture. Wow. Wow, man. That was a cool one, actually. Really enjoyed this video. Let me know, guys, your thoughts on this in the comments below. And if you're more TikTok compilation, I could do that. Just let me know if you enjoyed it. Like the video so I know you enjoyed it as well. Subscribe to the channel, guys. It truly helps out with the YouTube algorithm. And if you want to keep updated on my videos, you know what to do. That's it for today, guys. Peace out. See you on the next one.